Hey guys and gals, it's your boy JR, aka Lone Wolf Bushcraft, and welcome to the Lone Wolf Bushcraft live show, Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark. I made myself some coffee already, so I'm going to grab my cup of coffee here. So let me grab my cup of coffee here. Setting up my tripod. What's happening? Showing some love to the channels here. I'm doing good. Yep, there's my candles in the background. So this is Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark live show. Like I said, I made myself some coffee. So let me grab my coffee. So I got some medium roast coffee here. All right. All right, that's cool. Oh, that's right. It's morning in the Philippines. You guys are watching Lone Wolf Bushcraft. And the title of this live stream is called Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark Live Show. Some people are saying hello to each other in the chats here. Shout out. Daddy Lone Wolf's doing good. And yeah, I'm going to try and do some of these lives that'll be in, the title of these lives will be called Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark live show. Right now, I'm enjoying me some coffee here. So I got some medium roast coffee going on here. And I also lit me some candles there in the background. And you guys are right now chilling in the Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark live show. I'm enjoying me some medium roast coffee. And I love lighting candles. It's a way to relax before I crash for the evening. So yeah, pretty cool way to relax. And I like enjoying a cup of coffee. I don't do this every evening with a cup of coffee. I just do it every once in a while. What's happening? As you guys are coming in, I'm showing you the love by showing your comments. And welcome again to the Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark live show. Right now I'm enjoying me some medium roast coffee. I just lit me some candles. What's the time? Let me look at the time. I'm just checking out the time here. It is 11:35 p.m. here in Midwest Indiana. And once again, you guys are chilling out at the Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark live show. And now I'm just showing your guys' comments to show your channel some love. So this will be an open chat, but before I do the open chat, I'm going to show you guys what I carry on my person every day during my work. And sometimes I carry these items even when I'm not at work. So yeah, you guys will get to see what I carry on my person at work every day. And like I said, I sometimes carry these items even when I go hiking in the woods. So sometimes I don't just carry these items for work. But the majority of items I'm showing off, I will, the majority of items I'm going to show off, you guys will, you'll see that I carry to work with me. So the first item I carry my wallet with me every day. And even when I go hiking, I carry my wallet with me. So this wallet's kind of cool. It's got sentimental value because it's got some markings. I bought this wallet in Peru. So this wallet has sentimental value. It's got some markings from Peru on it. So I picked that black wallet up in Peru. And welcome, guys, once again to Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark Live Show. And I'll be clicking on your comments to show your channel some love while I talk about my gear items that I carry with me every day. And I also let me see some candles in the background. There's some evenings I'll light these candles to relax a little bit before I wind down and go to bed. And once again, you guys are here at the Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark Live Show. And it's a little past 11:35 p.m. And I'm going to show you guys channels names as I'm going through my live here. So yeah, I carry my wallet with me every day. And like I said, once again, the cool thing about this wallet, it's got some really cool markings on it from Peru. So I dig that. I usually carry more than one set of sunglasses. And these are my favorite brand of sunglasses here. So yeah, let me see. Here we go. You can see it a little easier on this one. So that's the brand name I like to carry with me. And I usually carry 2 sets of sunglasses. So I'll carry 2 sets of sunglasses with me. Once again, I'm just showing your guys comments to show your channel some love. So yeah, I usually carry 2 sets of sunglasses with me. And then I always carry a watch with me. Here's one of the knives I carry with me on every day. It's kind of like a Swiss Army knife. It's got all kinds of tools on it. So yeah, I like the carving that's on it. It's pretty cool. I carry this on me every day. Here's another item I carry with me. It's a flashlight. So I carry this on me every day. Another flashlight I carry with me. It's a little smaller flashlight. It's real powerful. I carry that with me. So yeah, I carry this flashlight with me every day. I carry this little pouch on me, and then it's got the Gerber dime here. It's a cool little tool. Little set of pliers. That's got some other tools on it as well. I carry this Gerber dime I carry with me every day. I showed off my 2 flashlights. I showed off this item, which is like a Swiss Army knife, except it's got the really nice wood on there. I picked this up in Brown County, but I carry this with me every day. Of course, I carry my keys with me every day. I got a lot of keys on here. But the cool thing I got on my keys is I got this, oh. That's the cool thing about live. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to drop you guys. That's pretty funny. Sorry about that. So, what did I do with the... There we go. Sorry about that. So here's the ferro rod. And then there's the striker. And then it's got a little tiny compass with me. And I carry this on me every day to work. But I also carried it on me when I go hiking. And it's usually always on my set of keys here. That's pretty funny. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to knock you guys down. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. And then here's one of the knives I carry on me. And this is a Benchmade knife. And this is one of the everyday folder knives I carry with me every day. And even when I go hiking, I carry with this on me every day. One of my candles I got lit there is a wood wick candle. And I forgot that it makes like a fireplace sound. So you guys, even though that candle's far away, I can hear it crackle. It's a vanilla bean scent wood wick candle. Hey, what's up, Yenny? You are in the Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark live show. And I'm showing off some gear items. So this is one folder I carry with me every day to work. And here's the other knife I carry with me, which is like a Swiss Army knife, but it's got really nice wood on it. Here's the other folder I carry with me to work every day, but I also carry it with me when I go hiking. So I carry this with me every day when I go hiking, and also when I'm at work. And who makes that? That is, it's made by Moss Oak. Moss Oak makes this one. And then Buck Knives make this one. So they're two really different folders that I carry with me on every day to work, but they're really nice folder knives. And then once again, I picked this one up in Brown County that's got the really nice wood carving. I really enjoy it. It's super cool. But yeah, I really enjoy that. And then here's the other folder knife I carry with me. So I carry me 3 folder knives. So that's pretty cool. And I carry this on me as well. I wear this on my belt. And I'll show you what's inside here. It's got gloves. And it also has a medical face shield in case I need to do CPR. So this goes on my belt. Now, I don't carry this on me when I go hiking, but I do carry it with me to work every day. And it's got a Velcro thing where I can slip it onto my my belt real easily. And the last knife I carry on me is this neck knife. But at work, I don't wear it as a neck knife. It's got a really nice blade. It's made by CRKT, and it's called the Minimalist Bowie. And it's a really nice looking knife. And this is one of my daily knives I carry on me with me every day. I know it's got, is that coming on there? I'm trying to look at the thing on it. Oh, there you go. That's got the title on there. I think that's picking it up. Yep, the Minimalist Bowie knife. And it's a cool little knife. I like it. It's really cool. But like I said, this is a neck knife. And I do carry this on me when I go hiking. So, yeah, when I go hiking, I carry it on me. And then it's one of my knives that goes with me on my everyday carry. So, Minimalist Bowie, really cool little neck knife. Yeah. So this is my first neck knife. And I don't know if I'm going to buy other neck knives, but so far I really like this neck knife. I really like the handle. So it's a really nice handle. It's super cool. And then it comes with a really nice sheath. It also, if you see these grommet holes right here, you could put it, it's another black thing you put it. So you can either wear it as a, you can wear it as a neck knife, or it's a little slide on thing you put here in between the grommets here, and you can wear it on your belt. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, this knife I carry with me every day to work. So this is one of my everyday carry knives. And then I also take this knife with me when I go hiking. So that's pretty cool. All right, so that's about it. So I'm going to re-show everything I just showed. So here are my folders. These are my folder knives that I carry with me every day to work. And then also this dude here. I carry this with me every day. I just showed this knife, the Minimalist Bowie. Of course, I carry with my wallet with me every day. And then I make sure I carry 2 sets of sunglasses. And then you guys just saw my emergency first aid pouch I wear on my belt every day. Of course, I wear my watch every day. And of course, the watch I got on now, this is the watch I wear on the weekends. It's a G-Shock watch. And it's one of the first white watches I owned. So normally when I wear a watch to work, I wear a dark colored watch to work. So lately I've been getting into different kinds of watches to wear. And, for a guy, for men's fashion, watches are pretty cool. And, yeah, I got another watch, which is a silver watch. It's all silver and it's got a blue face. But I need to have a link changed out in that so I can start wearing it. But anyways, I'm thinking about doing a series on watches, different types of watches I wear. I'm thinking about making some videos about those. Because it's the one fashion men wear a lot. A lot of guys wear watches. So I'm thinking about making some YouTube videos on watches. So, and then of course these are the 2 flashlights I carry with me every day as well. A really small one and kind of a medium-sized one. And so that's it for the carry items I carry with me every day. And so the second part of the Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark show will be simply the open chat. So this will be the open chat phase. What's up, James? Thumbs up. I appreciate it, James. Welcome to Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark Live Show. I just showed off some, earlier in the video, I just showed off my everyday carry items I carry to work with me every day. And I'm enjoying some coffee here. So I'm just hollering at the people as they're coming into the chat here. And then I'm also showing off their channel names as they come in. I'm going to turn on the air a little bit. Turn on the fan. Right now I'm just chilling. Got the candles going. I love how I do my live streams. Super not scripted. The first part was scripted because I was showing off my everyday carry. Got the candles going on. Got my wind chimes going on here. Got my fan going on here because it started getting a little warm. So you guys are here at the Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark Live Show. I'm just looking at the comments here. I just finished up my medium roast coffee. So now I'm going to break out the Perrier water. It's a mixture of lemon and orange Perrier water. So it's mineral sparkling water. And like I said earlier, I'm going to start probably making YouTube videos on my the different watches I wear or the different watches I pick up as gear items. So I thought that'd be cool to do. You guys can hear the wind chimes in the background here. There's a wind chime right there. There's my wind chime. And there's my candles I got there. So I got a woodwick candle going on, and then I got some tea light candles lit. Super chill vibes. And so yeah, I'm excited about doing that series of YouTube videos on watches. So I pulled out some older watches as well that I used to wear back in the day, and it made me think of starting to do YouTube videos on different every time I pick up a different watch. This is a white G-Shock watch, and it's the first time I've ever bought a watch that's white. So yeah, it's a watch that's white. It's got a black face on it, and it's got some what's it got on there? Yeah, it's got some silver things on there. So white G-Shock. What's up, Patrick? Welcome to Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark show. How you doing, Patrick? So earlier in the live stream, I just showed off my everyday carry, Patrick. Got the candles going here at the Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark live show. Got my wind chimes making sounds, and then my fan going. And then earlier in the live stream, I showed off my EDC. Daddy Lone Wolf's doing good. I'm just chilling here on my After Dark live show. Chilling with you and hanging out with you guys. Hey. Earlier in the live stream, I showed off my everyday carry. Filipina Desert Gardener. I was showing off my everyday carry items. And then the same items I also carry with me when I go hiking. And now the second part of this live stream is me hanging out with you guys. Yeah, hearing wind chimes is common. Because the tongue here is... Oh, and I also got this large bell here. They heard me ring this bell. They heard me ring this bell earlier. So I got the wind chimes going on, the bell, and then I got tea light candles and also a woodwick candle over there burning. I just finished me off some medium roast coffee. They saw me drinking that in the live today. Anyways, welcome guys and gals to Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark live show. And then the other thing I was showing off was I'm thinking about making YouTube videos for the different watches I start to pick up. I was looking at some, a watch is one of the, both men and women wear watches for fashion. And then, anyways, I'm going to start collecting different types of watches. It's the one thing you can wear. You have to daily look at your wrist anyway, sometimes to check out the time. And sometimes it's really nice to buy a really good looking watch piece to check out every once in a while throughout your day. But anyways, you guys will start, more than likely you'll start to see YouTube videos about me talking about different watches I pick up. So I liked how this one was delivered to me. It came in kind of an octagon box. It was really cool. I took it out of its octagon box and started checking out the features. So, and this one's a G-Shock. It's pretty cool. But yeah, like I said, it's the one. Oh, the singing bowl. That's right. Patrick was talking about the singing bowl. Yo, I knew a lady that had different size singing bowls. So yeah, she used them like in her meditation, which was really cool. This one could be treated like one. It's not a singing bowl, but the singing bowls are cool. And I want to say they have an instrument that's about this size when they're using a singing bowl. It's got a nice sound to it. I actually used this bell in one of my food meditations, which was cool. And then once again, you guys are hanging out with JR, Lone Wolf Bushcraft, and this is Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark. What's up, Scully's House of Thrillers? Friend of mine has one. It's really nice to just listen and see the waters move when you go around. It's like meditation. Yeah. There's people of all walks of life that have tried different meditations, which are cool. One of my favorite Buddhist writers, Thich Nhat Hanh, he does a thing that's called it's a walking meditation, and you just walk mindfully. You kind of try to clear your mind, and you go for a walk, and you just try to pay attention to all the sounds around you while you're walking. And I find that when I go on hikes, it's pretty nice. It's not a walking meditation, but I'm hiking through the woods. But if I wanted to, or if I started to do a walking meditation in the woods, um, I would listen to all the sounds my feet are making as they hit the ground. This is if you were hiking and wanted to start being mindful of what happens all around you. That can be really cool. Oh, cool. Hopefully that's picking it up cool. I think it's picking it up good because I can hear it pretty good. Just to show you guys what's making noise in the background, it's got my wind chime right there. Once again, you guys are in the Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark live show. And what's the time? Oh, just checking my watch. All right, it literally is after dark. It is 12:05 a.m. So it's past midnight. And once again, you guys are in the Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark live show. So this live show's almost turning into a meditation, which is cool because I'm chilling out with you guys. A little more Bushcraft after dark live meditation show. But it is a cool way to unwind. To turn on my ceiling fan, get the wind chimes going, light some candles, get my large bell and ring it, and just really clear my mind before I crash for the night. It's 12:05 and it's after midnight here. And you guys are on the Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark live show. I'm just looking at the comments here. That's right. That's what I call my Filipino female friends, baby sisters. They're all so cool. Yeah, throughout the evening, I'm going to click on your guys' channel names. So when people rewatch this live stream, they'll get to see the channels that came on here. And for anyone that does get to rewatch this live stream, you see a channel name that you're not familiar with, I would encourage you to go check out that channel. And if you end up liking the content of that channel, please like and subscribe. And then, of course, hit that notification bell so that way each time that new channel makes a new video, you'll get a notification that they got a new video up. I'm just ringing this bell here. Pretty relaxing. And once again, you guys are on the Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark live show. Earlier in the live stream, I started off with lighting my tea light candles and my woodwick candle. And then the other thing I did after I lit the candles, I showed off my everyday carry items I carry with me every day. And during the second part of this After Dark live show, I'm showing off my bell here. And then I'm showing off the wind chimes. So I don't do this every evening, but some evenings I do this to kind of relax and clear my mind. But yeah, it's a really cool way to relax and clear the mind before crashing. It's a cool way to relax and chillax for sure. So I definitely got an ambiance of after dark feel with lighting the candles there and then listening to my wind chimes back there. And then as people are coming in the chat, I'm showing up their channel names. And then I definitely am excited about making a series on watches. So that's kind of cool. I'm excited about that. I'm drinking Perrier mineral sparkling water. It's infused with orange and lime. And then earlier, people saw me enjoying my medium roast coffee. I don't always drink coffee before bed, but tonight I felt like having a really good cup of coffee. So that's why I fixed it. I like that. Yeah, see, I don't have to mess with the wind chimes. They're kind of doing it themselves because I got the ceiling fan going, so it's doing it for me. I can see why people get into meditation. The only thing I don't have is one of those meditation bowls. Patrick was talking about those earlier, but they are pretty cool. And I want to say those meditation bowls are not. I want to say those meditation bowls are not cheap either. I think I was looking at one. I'll have to research that more. The meditation bowls. Of course, if I get one, you guys will definitely start to see it. But yeah, I love the sound my wind chimes make. And I got the candles there in the background. Got my wind chimes going, which is perfect for after dark live show. Having wind chimes going on. My medium roast coffee was pretty good that I had when I started the live. I want to say I picked up that bell. Bell, you guys hear me ringing? I want to say I picked that up in Bloomington. Ha ha ha. Philippine Desert Gardener says she may fall asleep while I'm ringing that bell. Yeah, one of my other live streams when I was showing off my candles there in the background, or I was showing a close up of my candles. Uh, one of the baby sisters said she started falling asleep because she was watching the candles flicker, and then she was also listening to the wind chimes there go off. So yeah, those wind chimes make a real nice sound. So I guess anyone who's having trouble sleeping, they can click on this video because they're going to hear wind chimes and they're going to hear this meditation bell. Yeah, I need to look into those. I need to look into those meditation bowls. Those are cool. And I want to say the tool they use on a meditation bowl is probably about this size. That's about the size of the tool they use on a meditation bowl. Yeah, Patrick's TV ears must have been, because I was talking about Patrick talking a little bit about the meditation bowls. My medium roast coffee was good. I enjoyed it. And like I said, I'm getting excited. I'm kind of getting excited about doing YouTube videos of different type of watches guys can check out. it's the one fashion both men and women can enjoy, buying different types of watches. That's cool. Ooh, I rang that a little bit too hard. Had to switch hands. Yeah, I don't drink medium roast coffee every day. Oh, I do have a new, and I showed it off on one of my other YouTube videos. I got a new way to make coffee outdoors now. It has its own metal filter that you put at the top, and then you scoop up the coffee grounds and you put it in your filter, and then you boil some water. And once your water comes to a boil, you take your kettle off the fire, and then as soon as those bubbles stop, then you pour it over your coffee grounds, and then it drips into this like water basin. And it's a cool way to make outdoor coffee. Pretty cool. Yeah, it's definitely a cool way to make coffee outdoors. What's up, Marty? Welcome to the After Dark. Welcome to the Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark live show. Earlier, I showed off my everyday carry items, Marty, and then now I'm just relaxing with wind chimes and also showing off this bell. And then I also got some candles lit in the background there. And there's my wind chimes. And it started getting a little warm, so I started my ceiling fan there. And I'm showing off your guys. Comments here. And then I just thought it'd be cool to click on your guys' comments so whenever someone comes over this video, they can see the channels that have been coming by here. Yep, my new method of it almost looks like a vase, and then like I said, it's got a metal filter that you put at the top. Then after you finish boiling your water in your kettle, you take it off the burner, and then once the bubbles stop, you got your coffee grounds already in your filter, and then you pour that hot water over and then it drips in there. And but this coffee, when I made my medium roast coffee, I did it in my Keurig. But the other method I'm talking about making coffee is when I'm outdoors. So, yeah, what I can do is boil some water on an open campfire, and yeah, I'll take that boiled water off the campfire, and then once the bubbles are gone, or once I can see I'll literally just take that off my campfire, and then once I saw that it's not bubbling anymore, then I'll pour it over my coffee grounds and make some really nice coffee. And that, they call that way of making coffee outdoors the pour method. And it's really cool because you're pouring hot water over coffee grounds, and it makes for really good, strong, really nice coffee. And then the only other thing I have to bring is just creamer with me to put in my coffee. And if I remember right, the coffee grounds I bought was a Starbucks brand of coffee grounds. which was really nice. And then the other way I can make coffee outdoors, it's the Stanley French press coffee maker. I haven't used it yet. I already used my pour over method, which is where you boil water. Hey, Hong Kong, how's it going? I got my candles lit in the background there. Got my wind chimes going. I turned on my ceiling fan because it's getting a little warm. But yeah, you're going to hear wind chimes in the background. Welcome, Hong Kong, to the Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark live show. And the time here is, it is 12:21 a.m., so it's after midnight here. So the show is appropriately named After Dark, Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark live show. And then I'm showing off your guys' comments to show love. And then whoever rewatches this live stream, they'll get to see the channels that popped by. And it's a cool way to thank channels for stopping by. And that's the wind chimes you guys are hearing in the background. Yeah, my medium roast coffee was really good, but I made it in the curry. Next time I make coffee, I may go ahead and do it in the pour over method because it makes for a stronger coffee, which is super cool. Cool. In case you guys are wondering what the noise in the background, it's my wind chimes going off there. Welcome to the Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark live show. I got candles going there in the background, and you guys can hear the wind chimes there in the background. What's up, Sean? How's it going? Sean in the house. Deborah Orat saying hi to Team Beniscus. Marty saying Team Beniscus, love, love, love. Sean saying hi to Hong Kong Explorer. Once again, the reason I'm showing your guys' comments is when someone plays this live stream back, they can check out. And then whoever rewatches this live stream, if you guys are not familiar with some of the channels I'm showing off, please go check out their channel. And if you end up liking their content, please give them a like and a subscribe. And then also make sure you hit that notification bell. So that way, whenever that channel makes a new video, you'll be notified that they got a new video out. And then earlier in the video, I showed off my my everyday carry. Oh, another long shift. Okay, Marty. Yeah, we're all on different. Of course, my time's very similar to Marty's time. Midwest Indiana's got a very similar time to Marty's. It's about the same time in the Midwest. Take care, Marty. Like my alarm to go to sleep. That's pretty funny. I love it. I'm looking at everybody in the chat here. What's up, Tina? I'm showing your guys' comments. Take care, Marty. Thanks for stopping by. You rock, Marty. I appreciate all you guys stopping by. Tina's got some pretty cool videos. Especially, I love it when she talks about travel. That's pretty cool. Then out until further notice, I love it when he's playing his games. His gaming's pretty cool. I like when Sean shows off his bird. That's pretty cool too. And I like catching Deborah Orat's lives. They're pretty cool. I think she's doing a new live time now, Deborah Orat is. Once again, you guys are watching Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark live show. Hong Kong Explorer's cool. She does a little bit of singing on her lives. And then once you guys, in case you guys are wondering, those are the wind chimes making that sound. My name's JR, aka Lone Wolf Bushcraft. And you guys are in the Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark live show. I'm just looking at the comments here. All right, she says she's going to listen to Mass. That's pretty cool. Gotta go back to that one comment. Yeah, I did enjoy your live stream, Deborah. It was cool. You had a pretty cool live stream. And I enjoyed Tina's. I love Tina's accent. She's so cute. Baby sister Tina. She's got a cool accent. Ooh, there's a little bit of Tagalog. I almost Hong Kong was speaking a little bit of Tagalog there. I almost understood a little bit of it. I have a feeling the more I hang out in the Filipino live streams, the more I'll start to catch and understand a little more Tagalog, which is cool. Once again, you guys are chilling out with JR, aka Lone Wolf Bushcraft. And this is the Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark live show. Somebody must have told a joke because Andrew's laughing. Let me like, ha ha ha. Going to. Ooh, Lady Marty's going to sleep. Look out, Lady Marty. Sweet dreams, Lady Marty. Take care, baby sister. So yeah, I'm excited about doing meditation videos, but I'm also excited about doing these watch series as well. That'll be cool. So yeah, the wind chimes and the candles worked out perfect for the After Dark Lone Wolf Bushcraft live show. And I think next time I'm gonna make a. I enjoyed one cup of coffee, but I think next time I'm gonna make more coffee. Next time I do another Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark live show, I'm gonna have more coffee on hand. Right now, I'm starting to drink my mineral water. But next time I'm going to make more coffee. Yeah, and those chimes cool. I picked that wind chime up at Meyer, I believe. Yeah, super relaxing. So yeah, wind chimes and also wind chimes and also ringing that bell. Those are like forms of listening meditation, which is cool because listening is in one of our senses there. So we can relax through sense of hearing, which is cool. Oh, cool! I in one of my Curie cups, it's there's apple cider in one of my Curie cups. So, and I got some still. I could go make me some apple cider, which is cool. Right on. That's cool. The other thing I heard that's funny you should make mention that, Sean, about the fat burning with the apple cider and vinegar. When people do really good workout, like a really good workout, and they go take a shower, and then they go to sleep, your body's burning calories while you're asleep. So that's another good reason to be active as much as you can. It seems ice cream. What does that mean? It seems the ice cream. Oh, it does, Tina. Because when I was a little kid, I do remember. That's so funny. When I was a little kid, I do remember them sounding like that. Hong Kong's going to try that cider vinegar long. Hong Kong liked Sean's suggestion. Try some apple cider vinegar long. It helps burn fat as you sleep. And then Hong Kong says she's going to try that, which is cool. Having muscle burns more fat. Cool. Take care, Hong Kong. Work for Brett. He never sleeps. Oh, wow. Yeah, man, I can't remember how often, or I can't remember the longest Brett says he's ever went to sleep, which is, I think the most I've ever heard Brett sleeping is maybe 3 hours, but maybe I'm wrong. Hopefully, the most he's ever sleep is at least 6 hours. At least I hope so. And I don't think, um, yeah, Brett, I don't know if you're watching this live stream, Brett, but if you are, I hope you get some sleep, bro. Because sleep's important. Actually, getting the right amount of sleep daily also can help with weight loss. A lot of people don't think of sleep as a way of maintaining weight, but actually getting the right amount of sleep can also help with weight loss. So it probably regulates your whole body by getting the right amount of sleep. Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear Brett is sleeping now. That's good. Nope, I just learned from Deborah that Brett is asleep, so that's pretty cool. Oh, yeah. The other thing I heard about sleep is you can never really catch up on your sleep. That's the other thing I heard about sleep. Or that's another reason sleep's so important because you can never. I heard scientifically you can never catch up on your sleep, even if you were to sleep a whole day. So, so that's why it's important not to lose too much sleep. Trying to make sure I hold this right. I love it. Halfway, Harry says, "What's up, Mr. Goodnight?" Funny you should ask that. You're on the Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark live show, and I'm your host, JR, aka Lone Wolf Bushcraft. And I'm just ringing my bell here. Earlier in the live stream, I showed off my everyday carry items I carry on me with me every day. And then the second part of this live stream, it was drinking my medium roast coffee and hanging out with you guys and gals after dark, after night. And I'm ringing my meditation bell here. And basically, it's an open chat with some meditation sounds going on in the background. And then half-wit, oh, sorry. Yeah, half-wit Harvey. The other thing you hear is my my chimes in the background there. And then I got my ceiling fan, which is running my chimes there. And then I got there's some candles lit back there. There are my candles there. So I got some candle action going on, got wind chimes going on. Showing off your guys' comments. It is a calming fet, Tina. Ringing that bell. Very calming. What's up, Winlow? How are you? As you seen Brett sleep and you see power cord coming from the back to recharge. That's pretty funny. That's a visual. That's pretty funny. Seeing a power cord. Al Tilfiller the Notice did a super visual of a power cord and Brett. That's pretty funny. But yeah, anytime I do shows that are close to 11 p.m. or close to the midnight hour, I'm going to name them Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark Live Show. So that's what these are going to be named, especially if it's around the 11 p.m. hour Midwest time. I'll name them Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark Live Show. But I am enjoying these live streams because I like hanging out with you guys. So the second part of this live stream was the most fun because it turned into an open chat. The second part of this live stream did, which is cool. I really tried to give the silent live streams a try. But I like what some of the suggestions were for some of the silent streams. I think one suggestion is make sure you have something super visual if you're going to do a silent stream. One of the things I think would be really good is if you're showing off a fish tank or something. If you were doing a live stream that way. What's happening? So yeah, if when I'm doing the Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark live stream, if you guys seen the channel that you haven't seen before, please check out their channel. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Daddy, Daddy Lone Wolf Bushcraft's doing good. I feel good. I'm doing good. I don't know if you guys noticed, I shaved off my beard. So I don't know if anybody noticed that. Oh, I picked this up. This is from Asia. I just don't know which Asian continent that it's from. And I picked it up in Bloomington. And what's funny is there's a Tibetan restaurant that isn't where I picked this up, but I did pick it up in a Bloomington shop in Bloomington. And what's really cool about Bloomington is there's a really cool Tibetan restaurant there. And I believe the guy is the cousin of the Dalai Lama, the guy that owns that Tibetan restaurant in and I can't think of the name of the Tibetan restaurant right now offhand that's in Bloomington. But I do know one time the Dalai Lama came and visited Bloomington, which was cool. And when I say Bloomington, I mean Bloomington, Indiana. Yep, nice to see you too. I hope you come by again. That's cool. Oh, I was walking through the Bloomington store, Tina, and I had never seen a bell like this before. And I gave it a good ring. And at first, my wife wasn't going to let me pick this bell up. But then my wife could see I was really enjoying the sound of this bell, so she let me pick it up in Bloomington. But it was a while ago, so I'm not sure exactly how much I paid for this. It might have been between $15 and $20, this bell here. But it was worth it because it's super relaxing. But it was so funny. At first, she wasn't going to let me pick it up, but then she could tell I was really enjoying the sound of it. Oh, that is a cool book. Yeah, Tina, I definitely thought it was worth the price. It's got a nice sound to it. One of the things I don't have is one of those meditation bowls. But it's got a really nice sound. And it's a really cool way to relax and unwind. And yeah, sometimes I'm even forgot how to talk. Sometimes I like to unrelax. I like to unwind even way before bedtime. Sometimes I'll even do a meditation in the afternoon, and then sometimes I'll do a meditation in the late afternoon, and then of course around the midnight hour, that's even more perfect to do a meditation because everything's really quiet around midnight here. Um, it does look like it's made of copper. Yeah, that's funny you should say that, but yeah, it does look like it's made of copper. I'm not for sure though, so don't quote me on that. But it does look like it's got copper. Does look like it has copper qualities to it. I haven't priced out those meditation bowls, but a long time ago I looked at some of those. And if memory serves me right, they were not cheap. The meditation bowls. They were they were If memory serves me right, they even the small ones were still a pretty good price. It doesn't say on it exactly, Tina, what it's made out of, but like I said, it does look like there could be copper or pieces of copper that's made. So to tell you the truth, I'm not sure what it's made out of. But the thing I thought of copper is because of the color of it. But like I said, the bell itself doesn't say exactly what it's made out of. But copper is pretty. Because I saw a fire. It was an outdoor fireplace that was all copper, and it was pretty expensive. So I'm guessing this is not made out of copper because an item this big made out of copper would have been really, really expensive. So if I had to take an educated guess, I'm guessing this is not fully all copper. And that's because I just realized how expensive copper is. Yeah, it would have been really expensive if that had all been all copper. You're welcome, Tina. I love it. Out until further notice said that bell is from the Ming Dynasty. Cool. Oh, there you go. Maybe it is bronze alloy. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what gives it that color. Makes a nice sound. Makes a super nice sound. Cool. We all need to laugh more. Thanks, brother. I love it. When Tina's sleeping on break, I come by her job and whack the bell to wake her up. That's pretty funny. From the temple. I love it. What's funny is uh, even though I'm not Buddhist, one of my favorite Buddhist writers, Thai Nhat Hanh, and he freaked out a bunch of Buddhists one time. He in his home he has this altar. He's got a picture of Jesus, and he also has a picture of a Buddha. And he told his fellow Buddhists, why would he limit himself to one kind of spiritual fruit? So I thought that was real interesting. The Thai Nhat Hanh said that to his fellow Buddhists. So Buddhism, I'm really fascinated with Buddhism because it seems to be a meditation about the mind. Yep. Yeah, I imagine there's quite a lot of Buddhists that live in Thailand as well. Never been to Thailand, but it looks beautiful. It looks real beautiful. So do the Philippines. The Philippines looks beautiful as well. Oh, that's cool. See, I didn't know that. I don't know if you guys are familiar with my background. I was raised Roman Catholic, but then later I became a member of the Baha'i. Two major things happened to me. In 1992, I got married, and then before I got married or before I met my wife, I became a Baha'i in 1992. And if you guys are not familiar with the Baha'i faith, you can go to Baha'i.org. And once again, it's spelled BAHAI.org. Go to Baha'i.org and then let me know what you guys think of the Baha'i faith. And then I also got a YouTube video out where I go visit the Baha'i temple, and I'm showing off the new visitor center at the Baha'i Faith Temple there. The Baha'i Faith Temple is in Chicago, in Wilmette, Chicago. And yeah, if you guys are ever in Chicago, try to go look up the Baha'i Faith Temple and walk around. It's welcome to people of all faiths. And during the day, people can walk in the Baha'i Temple regardless of your faith, regardless of whether you're Christian, Jew, or Muslim. You can walk into the Baha'i Temple and say a prayer in the Baha'i Temple. Doesn't matter what faith you are, or even if you're of no faith at all, you can walk inside the Baha'i Temple. So yeah, it'd be really cool for people to go check out the Baha'i Temple, especially if they're already in Chicago. Oh, no problem, Patrick. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that, Tina. I didn't know they practice similar rituals. But yeah, um, when I'm making my YouTube videos, I don't talk a lot about my religious formation background. But it's so funny when before I became a Baha'i or before I became a member of the Baha'i faith in 1992, I only had to worry about one set of apologetics, which was the Roman Catholic Church apologetics. So so yeah, I want to say it was easier because I only had to worry about one apologetics. But now that I'm a member of the Baha'i faith, I uh, I have all these other apologetics I have to do because the Baha'is say we believe that those are legitimate paths. Uh, the Baha'i faith is the only monotheistic religion I'm aware of that recognizes Buddhism as a legitimate spiritual path. I don't know what the other monotheistic religions think of Buddhism, but I do know the Baha'i faith recognizes Buddhism as a legitimate spiritual path. So what's funny is when I first came into or when I first became or before I became a Baha'i and was learning about the Baha'i faith, um, I was not very open minded about the Baha'i faith at all. So it was kind of funny when I later became a Baha'i. So that was kind of funny. But, anyways, I'm fascinated with not just talking with people of different religions. I am, I've had interesting conversation with atheists. I've had really interesting conversation with atheists and also people that are agnostic. I've had really interesting, and then I shocked my family a little bit. I had bought some atheist and agnostic books, but the reason I bought those books was so I could learn how to teach the Baha'i faith to both atheists and agnostic folks. So, but even if someone is atheist or agnostic, I believe you should drink coffee so late at night. Yeah, that might be true, but it doesn't keep me awake. I mean, I know I drink. I know I drank some. The cool thing, Sean, is I don't always drink coffee at night. That's the cool thing. Atheists and agnostics were having freedom, they said. Um, I think I think too many people that are believers in God. I mean, I believe in a personal God, but I believe some of the world's religions, what they say this personal God thinks. Um, um, Now, some of the views I express here on my YouTube channel are not necessarily the views of the Baha'i faith. Even though I am a member of the Baha'i faith, I think sometimes I have some of my own personal views are strictly my own. They have nothing to do with the Roman Catholic Church, or they don't have even anything to do with the Baha'i faith. Sometimes, as an individual, I think I have my own take on spirituality, but um, yeah, I got my own take. Just because you're a member of a certain faith doesn't mean you don't think for yourself outside the box. I do like the fact that the Baha'i faith believes this entity we call God, or or the Native Americans call God the Great Spirit. Um, yeah, this isn't much nutritional value at all. Actually, this is better for me to drink than this. Yeah, next time I make a Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark live stream, I'm going to make sure I make more coffee. I have lots of stories where I've enjoyed going to Denny's after midnight and talking with friends and family. And sometimes we would talk about philosophy, and sometimes we'd talk about religion. So it's so funny. When I was in high school, I remember my history teacher saying in front of the class, there's two things you should never talk about. One of them is politics and religion. So I raised my hand. They said, "Go ahead, JR." I said, "Oh, those are the two things I love to talk about, politics and religion." And it's so funny. Uh, I think the reason people get so heated with politics and religion is they kind of cling and put themselves tightly into that. So if you say something, or if you talked about religion with someone, they they get so wrapped in that with their own personal personality that they feel like you're talking about them personally. Reading tarot cards. No, I'm not reading tarot cards. I love that comment. Let me read that comment out loud. Daddy Lone, at first, while hearing the bell, I thought you'll be reading a tarot cards. That's funny. You know what's funny about tarot? I mean, I don't have no tarot cards, but what's so funny about tarot cards? I mean, I don't know a lot about tarot cards just from what I've seen on YouTube videos and stuff. What's funny about that is, or people that read tarot cards, I could see them trying to tell the person what they want to hear. You know, politics, science, religion is very much complex topic. I agree with that, Tina. Politics, science, and religion are very much complex topic. I totally agree. We'll read the faux you. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I agree with that, Tina. Politics, science, religion is very much complex. That's funny. One of the principles in the Baha'i faith state that science and religion agree. Um uh, but I love that. Do you believe that Daddy Lone tarot card readings? No, I don't believe in the tarot card readings, unfortunately. And I think that's because I'm a big science guy. But I do know one thing: they do try to warn the Baha'is not to develop psychic abilities. Um, I think there's a warning for Baha'is not to develop psychic abilities. So, I mean, there could be people out there that do have psychic abilities, but I know Baha'is are not encouraged to develop those. And so far, I've not tried to develop those. But I am skeptical of, I will say this, Tina, I am skeptical of tarot card readings. I am skeptical of it. Um, and that's because there's a part of me that's a big science guy. Um, so, yeah, it's weird. I believe in a personal God, but I do have a big science. I read a lot in science, and what I love about science is, like, if I'm working in a science lab and I produce something, other parts around the world should be able to produce the same thing. And that's what I really love about science. Science. So you believe in the stars. Well, here's what's neat. Funny you should mention about the stars. Um, when they looked at the Big Bang when it started, um, the universe has been since the start of the Big Bang. The universe has been expanding, and I guess I don't know how many generations this is going to take, but one of these days, when I think it's going to be several generations down the road, but one of these days things will have expanded so far out that eventually you won't see stars in the sky anymore. Things will have spread out so far. So we're living in a really cool age where we can still see stars. And what's neat when you do look, oh no, I don't believe in astrology either. Yeah, I don't believe in tarot cards and I don't believe in astrology. Um, yeah, the other thing that's neat about stars is, and I've learned this through Neil deGrasse Tyson, our bodies literally are probably made from the substance of stars. Because when the stars died out, all these different things that combined created life. And so that's the other thing I really love about science. There used to be an old phrase: religion talks about how to get to heaven, and then science talks about how the heavens was actually made. So I don't know who wrote that saying, but that makes me think of that saying. Each position of the stars in the sky symbolizes something. Do you believe in that? Um, the only most famous star, I think it's in the Bible. In the Bible, it talks about the three magi's, and I believe their religion was they practiced the Zoroastrian religion, and so they knew about this star in the sky to find Christ. So, but yeah, I believe someone told me about the three magi's being Zoroastrian religion, and Zoroastrians were very into looking in at the stars. Oh, yeah, I'd like to travel back home for an hour. Oh, that's cool. Hope you have that's cool. But now I will say this about the stars. I always talk to my archangels. That's cool. I tell you what, man, if I have any protective angels, they must be working overtime around the clock. I gotta have some angels that are scratching their heads always. I think I make my poor angels work overtime. Daddy Lone Wolf does. In reading stars, their guides I've read in the Bible. Yeah, and I can't remember who told me that about them being Zoroastrians. Um, and then I believe they had a vision that they shouldn't return back. That's talked about in the Bible. So they went back different ways back to their homelands. The three magi. or the three wise men. And anyways, I love, out of all the monotheistic religions, what's funny is when you hear the word monotheistic religions, they think of the three major religions. They think of Judaism, Christianity, Islam. No one has any idea that there's a fourth one, which is the Baha'i faith. So a lot of people just aren't, or some people have never heard of the Baha'i faith. So, yeah, if there's anyone here who's never heard of the Baha'i faith, I would encourage you to go. And the way it's spelled BAHAI.org, Baha'i.org. Yeah, please give it a check out and let me know what you guys think of the Baha'i faith. I'm just curious. I'm not telling you guys to go there to become Baha'is. Just because I became a Baha'i, don't expect other people to become Baha'is. I just honestly wanted them to go check it out and then come back and tell me what they think of it. So that would be really cool. But no, what I was going to say about the Baha'i faith, it's the only monotheistic religion I'm aware of that accepts Buddhism as a legitimate path. The other thing that's really unique about the Baha'i faith, they also accept the Native American religion as a legit religion. So, the Native Americans say they pray to the Great Spirit. And so it's really interesting that there's a monotheistic faith that recognizes the Native American religion as a legit religion. It's a legit spiritual path. So I'm so glad I did become a Baha'i, because I have a feeling I felt all these different faiths prayed to the same God anyway. But it's so neat to be part of a religion that actually says that. What's the name of your guardian angel out until further notice? To your birth until further notice. Wow, that's a good question, Tina. I didn't even think to ask him that. What's the name of your guardian angel out until further notice? It's so funny. I love studying about different religions. And it was so interesting. The Romans had a pantheistic, they prayed to several different gods, the Romans did. And whenever there's a particular god that didn't work out for them, they would just go pray to another one. And if that one started faring better, then they prayed a little more to that god. So I found that interesting, especially if you study the time of the Romans. It's really interesting. Mine is Michael Archangel Daddy Lone. Oh, that's cool, Tina. Now, I will say this, Tina, and once again, what I'm about to share with you guys and gals does not reflect on the Roman Catholic Church, and it also does not reflect on the Baha'i faith. What I'm about to say is my own personal feelings. I may be wrong, I may be incorrect, but there's a part in the Bible. There's a part in the Bible that talks about how the devil was thrown down to the earth and that roams about the earth seeking the ruin of souls. Unfortunately, I do not believe that. I don't believe uh, the devil was thrown onto the earth and goes around seeking the ruin of souls. Part of the reason I don't believe that, my human logic tells me, if there had actually been a devil, and if there actually was a figure of a devil, then why in the world would you throw it down to earth? Why not throw it into outer space where it would never reach innocent people? And like I said, this isn't coming from the Baha'i faith, the Roman Catholic Church. This is just coming from my regular human logic. It just makes no sense to me, logic, that I just don't think a loving God would throw or let's say it wasn't God. Let's say it was one of God's angels that did that through the devil down to earth. I just don't think God, because God's supposed to be all knowing and all seeing, and God's supposed to know the future, right? So, uh, and God's supposed to be smarter than human beings, right? So, uh, since I believe, and also I believe God's an unknowing spirit, He's unreachable, uh, God's beyond my human understanding. That's also what my human logic tells me, also. Also, the Baha'i faith does say that God is unknowing and God is beyond our understanding. So my human logic gets that. So, but the God is best. Yeah. Um, the Baha'i faith points out that part of the reason that we're aware of God or know about God is because God sent these different manifestations to tell us about God, about this Creator. But but yeah, my human logic, which like I said, now some of this stuff is my own personal belief from my human logic, which has nothing to do with faith. And also, this is coming from my science side and my human logic that says throwing such a dangerous creature down to the earth would be uh, would just would not make sense logically. So, um, and supposedly that's supposed to be the most dangerous creature ever to ever exist. So, so yeah, what my human logic is telling me that it would have been a much wiser decision to throw this dangerous creature into outer space, and then that human creature would be forever floating in space. Yeah, I believe God is pure light. Yeah, I believe God's pure light. But I also believe God is beyond my human understanding. I mean, there is a part in the Bible that I do like where it says, His thoughts are not our thoughts, His ways are not our ways. So I definitely dig that. But I also believe God is, there's a high hidden word that talks about if you look inside yourself, you'll find God standing within you. So there's a little bit of hidden word that talks about that, about being self-assisting and stuff. So yeah, there's and I think when you look at the different religions, I think it talks about human beings. Talks about human beings try to grasp for the physical things on the outside all the time and trying to get their happiness from that. But that's pretty temporary. And it's when you go inward that you can cultivate inner happiness. And of course, from my understanding, inner happiness lasts longer than all the things we can grasp from the outside. I always mention them in my prayers. That's cool. I'm always, what's funny, it's funny that you mentioned prayers, Tina. I love that it says I always mention them in my prayers. Oh, Sean Tuber's saying goodnight. Take care, Sean. Take care, Sean. Take care, my brother. Yeah, I'm sure I'm not the only human being. I'm sure I'm not the only human being to have a science side and a religious spiritual side. I'm sure I'm not the only human being to have that. True Daddy Lone. Um, but I am fascinated with science, and I am fascinated with religion as well. So I am super fascinated with science and religion. The only thing I worry about religion is if it starts to tread onto science. Um, there are some pretty cool Baha'i YouTube channels. That isn't. I mean, my channel's not focused on promoting the Baha'i faith. It's really about promoting bushcraft and being outdoors and hiking and stuff like that. But occasionally, I'll sprinkle a little bit of because this live stream's kind of going that way. But that's okay because I don't mind because it's my live stream. Each angel has their own mission. That's cool. I want to say there are some books written out there about the different missions or functions angels have. But I will say this I am careful what I pray for. Patrick saying bye to Sean. What's up, Mind's Journey? Tina says, do you have Daddy Lone that there's a different names for the devils? Yeah, some religions have called the devil the evil one, and all kinds of other religions. Um, Actually, the way the devil's described in the Bible is he was the most prettiest of all the angels before he got cast out of heaven. Uh, Satan, Lucifer, supposedly he was the most handsome of all the angels. Exactly, Daddy Rome. But I usually pray to be grateful and forgiveness. I don't much wish. Um, yeah, let me read that again, Tina. That's a cool comment. Exactly, Daddy Long. But I usually pray to be grateful, forgive, and forgiveness, and I don't much wish. Yeah. Um, yeah, I pray. Yeah, when I pray, I try to pray with a prayer of gratitude. I do that. Andrew says, has anyone read the book of Enoch or the book of Eli? Um, I remember watching the movie about the book of Eli, and there was a famous actor that acted in that. I don't ask something. You know what's funny? In the Baha'i writings, it says something like, God knows what we need before we even ask it. So, yeah, so God already knows what you need before you ask it. But what's cool is both in Christianity and also in the Baha'i faith, I think it's okay to. I think it's okay to ask God for assistance. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You know, of course, if there's an individual who's not a believer or who's an atheist or agnostic, what's weird, man? There's stories of people who've gone from being agnostic to being a believer in God. And then there's someone who used to believe in God who's gone to being a agnostic or an atheist, which is interesting. So I find those interesting. Um, I know in the Roman Catholic Bible, which is different from the King James Bible, there are a few books that are in the Roman Catholic Bible that did not make it into the King James Version Bible. So, hey, what's happening? Hey, Ellie, Jen. We're talking a little bit about spirituality and faith. If you get a chance, go to Baha'i.org. It's spelled BAHAI.org, Baha'i.org. And let me know what you think about the Baha'i faith. I was telling some people that in the chat here. I was asking them to go check out Baha'i.org because I honestly want to know what they think about the Baha'i faith. So, in case you're not familiar, Ellie, my background is Roman Catholic. I grew up in the Roman Catholic Church, but then later in 1992, I became a member of the Baha'i faith. So, and we were talking about science, and we were talking about religion and faith, and Enoch is an ancestor of Noah. Cool. I didn't know that, Tina. That's pretty cool. But yeah, out of all the, like I said, when people hear of monotheistic faiths, they think of the three main faiths. They think of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. But there's a fourth one. It's the Baha'i faith, which is considered an Abrahamic faith. But one thing that amazed me by those people before Daddy loaned, their age reached hundreds, right? Yeah, not just hundreds. There's supposedly they said 400, 500 years old. Now, see, I don't know if the science would back that up because the oldest living human being so far in modern age has been anywhere between 115 and 120 years of age. And most people, I don't even think, make it to 115 years old. So how do you explain that? You know, and that's in the Bible where it said people lived that long. So how do you explain that? What about the fifth one of the lone faith? So what's the fifth one, Andrew? Is so what's the fifth one, Andrew? I'm not saying there's only four. I'm just not aware of the fifth one. Um, Now I do know Zoroastrianism is a pretty old religion in Iran. I don't think there's a lot of Zoroastrians, but it is one of the oldest religions in Iran. I think the Zoroastrian faith is. And what's neat about the Zoroastrian religion is they put an emphasis on fire. The lone faith, I love it. I love it. That's pretty funny, Andrew. Yeah, Tina, in Iran, I believe that there are some Zoroastrians that practice their faith in Iran, and they're from the Zoroaster, or that manifestation is called Zoroaster, and it's the Zoroastrian religion. And if you guys click on some YouTube videos about the Zoroastrian religion, I love how they place an emphasis on fire. And then the other thing that's interesting about the Zoroastrian religion is they might have had a profound effect on other subsequent religions that came after them, the Zoroastrian religion. Because I want to say they came up with the concept of kind of good and evil fighting each other, and I think that may have had effect on the other religions. The power of stones. I've heard of that, Tina. Or I was watching a YouTube video that talked about that, about the power of stones. Yeah, I read about that. Or not read, I was watching a YouTube video that talked about that. Yeah, that is interesting. See, that's why I like talking about this subject because people will bring up other things that of stories, like I have heard about the stones. So that's pretty cool. Some people are afraid to talk about these topics. I think they're afraid they're going to hurt somebody's feelings. Plenty of collections. That's pretty cool. Well, so far, uh, thinking of the science side, so far the earliest human remains have been found in Africa. Most of the people or guys wear big. Oh, that's cool. That's interesting. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, but yeah, like I said, I'm a big science guy. So, and I've read a lot of agnostic and atheist literature. And one of the things I'm learning interesting about both agnostics and atheists, I'm learning that not all agnostics think the same and not all atheists think the same. I'm learning that it's all precious stones with meanings. That's cool. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Um, Yeah, I guess there are some agnostics that are leaving open. There's some agnostics and atheists that leave open the possibility that there is, in fact, a personal God out there. Oh, cool. But anyways, I didn't know that about atheist agnostics. That there are some out there that are still leave open that there could be a personal God out there. Cool. I love how Iran used to be called Persia at one time. Before the country of Iran was formed, it was called Persia, and it was wild how the Persian Empire just expanded and took larger and larger territories. But then, uh, I guess as the Persian Empire kind of shrank, so did the territories, and then finally Iran was formed. But at one time, the Persian Empire used to be really huge. But same thing with the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire grew, and then the Roman Empire shrank. So I'm fascinated with. It's so funny. I'm fascinated with science, religion, and history. I love history too. Yeah, Tina seems to know about a lot about the stones and stuff. Yes, that's interesting. History by the Egypt Empire. Yeah, one of the saddest things I saw. Speaking of history, one of the saddest things I saw. It was when uh, uh, it was when these one groups were taking over a lot of these territories, and they were destroying some Buddhist statues that had been around for thousands and thousands of years. And so I was really sad when people of a different faith had destroyed these Buddhist statues that had been around for thousands of years. So that was so yeah. Whenever I see people destroying architecture of another faith, it really bummed me out because once they destroyed those, then those things are forever gone. Yeah. So yeah, even though I wasn't Buddhist and I saw those Buddhist structures that had been destroyed and gone forever, I actually got teary eyed. And like I said, I'm not even Buddhist. I just um, normally when any human beings destroy something out of ignorance, but what's sad, it was a heavy loss for all of humanity. Like I don't believe in burning of books either. There have been some people that have gotten so jealous of another group, they'll burn a bunch of books. So, uh, oh, but I will say this: what the other thing that's really cool about some of the early Muslim believers, some of them protected all kinds of books from all kinds of different cultures so that they could be preserved. So sometimes the earlier Muslims had protected all kinds of knowledge, protected all kinds of books from all kinds of cultures. So the preservation of knowledge is awesome. When any group or society can save books, that's pretty cool. I'm more fascinated by death and where my soul conscious will travel to, and I love talking about physics and how they could be multiple timelines, the one we are living in now. That's funny. There's multiple, science talks about multiple universes. Hey, Lone Wolf, how's it going, Ellie? I'm doing good, brother. Yeah, that's funny you mentioned that, Andrew, because according to the Baha'i faith, they said when you die, they refer to your body as a cage, right? Our physical bodies are like a cage. The Baha'is in the Baha'i writings, there's a really cool analogy. Our soul is almost our soul is almost compared to like a little bird that's in a cage, right? So our body is the cage and our soul is the bird, right? And I think this is such a cool analogy. Just because the cage gets destroyed, it causes the small bird in the cage, let's say the cage dissolves, right? And the bird is set free to fly and travel, right? Well, supposedly when we die, our soul leaves our body. It leaves this cage, and yeah, our soul leaves this body. It leaves its cage, and anyways, I love that analogy. So Baha'is believe your soul lives past your death. Your soul actually leaves your body and takes its flight and travel towards God, and then once it gets in God's presence, uh, basically this. And that the other thing I like that the Baha'is point out in the Baha'i writings, they refer to the human soul as actually a sign of God. So I thought that was pretty cool. So and then the other thing, um, like let's say you're a baby growing in your mom's tummy. Us human beings walking around the earth, it's as though we're like if you were to tell, let's say you were going to talk to a baby before it's born, and you were going to tell this baby how awesome the blue sky is, the rivers, the mountains, the stars at night when you look up at the night sky. If you told a little baby that before it was born, it would almost think that this world is too magical. And the Baha'i writings talk about the spiritual plane being that way. When you talk about heaven or being with God, it almost sounds impossible. It almost sounds too good to be true. So I guess when we're born into the next world, or when our souls travel to the spiritual world, if we haven't developed stuff like compassion, kindness, forgiveness, passion, kindness, and forgiveness are like our spiritual arms and limbs. And so if we don't develop those here, or at least according to the Baha'i faith, it talks about we're to develop those here now. Here and now, we're supposed to develop kindness, compassion, and kindness, compassion, and forgiveness. We're supposed to build those here now before we go into the spiritual world. If we don't, we'll be spiritually handicapped when we go into the next world, at least according to the Baha'i writings. Yeah, yeah. As far as the Christian religion is concerned, Ellie, yeah, I believe Christians believe there is a heaven, and I believe they probably believe their souls traveled to heaven. Then Tina says some religions don't believe in reincarnation. Yeah, I don't think the Baha'is believe in reincarnation, and I'm not sure what all the now there's different sects of Buddhism. Yep, and they do follow the Holy Bible, Ellie. There is only heaven and hell. Yeah, I touched based on that a little bit, Ellie. Uh, I believe in a personal God, um, and I believe His Holiness Christ gave us. Uh, but I also believe in other messengers that came after Jesus as well, Ellie. I believe that too. When you do evil, you die stuck in a physical. If you are good, you die, but your soul is going a second chance. Yeah, I don't believe in reincarnation, even though I know there are people that do believe in reincarnation. Take care, Tina. Take care, Tina. Um, yeah, there is. Um, what's funny, Ellie, I don't know if you know my background, Ellie. I grew up in the Roman Catholic Church. And what's so neat, my parents, my dad and mom, they mainly talked about God's love and compassion. They rarely talked about the devil or hell. So there was not a lot of talk about the hell or devil. But I do know the Roman Catholic Church, uh, especially if they're reading from Revelations and stuff, I do know Christians do talk about hell. And, but, anyways, and supposedly it talked about how the devil was thrown out of heaven and how they threw him to the earth. Now, this isn't coming from the Roman Catholic Church, and this isn't coming from the Baha'i faith. This is just coming from me about what I'm about to say. My human logic tells me to throw the devil down to the earth makes absolutely no sense. Um, uh, and God's supposed to be smarter than us. I mean, if there is a personal God or creator, he's supposed to be smarter than us. He's supposed to know the future, and he's supposed to know your present, your past, and your future, right? God's supposed to know all that, okay? And God's supposed to be beyond our understanding. He's supposed to be smarter than us. So knowing that God's supposed to be smarter than us, and knowing that God's supposed to know the present, the future, and the the past. Uh, I just think God would be smarter and not throw the devil down to earth. So I don't know why that's in the Bible. I can't explain why that's in the Bible. But I would think a creator God would not throw such a deadly creature down to the earth. I don't think he would dispatch his angels to do that. And my human logic just says that doesn't make any sense. And especially since I know from the science, the moment the Big Bang happened, the universe been expanding, right? So God or his angel could have thrown the devil any place. He actually could have threw the devil into outer space where he floats in space forever and can never harm innocence. So thinking I was teleported to Pluto. Laugh out loud. Say thank you all. Take care, Tina. So once again, this isn't coming from the Roman Catholic Church, and it's not coming from the Baha'i faith. It's just coming from Daddy Lomol's human logic. And my human logic is telling me it just makes no sense to throw the devil down to the earth. Yeah. So it just makes no sense. Um, so, anyways, and I can't remember when I started developing that. When and that might have been the science side that developed that to me. The science side might have said, "Hey, that makes no sense for the devil to be thrown down to the earth to prowl about the ruin of souls." I mean, it talks about that in the Bible, that the devil goes around trying to to go get souls. And I just think a loving, a loving, forgiving God that likes to protect the innocents. Uh, I mean, that would be really crappy if that's what really happened. If the devil was thrown to earth and went about wreaking the soon souls, that would be. Uh, Please do tell us what you see in the space. Yeah. So yeah. So basically, I don't believe in hell, and I don't believe in Satan. So I stopped believing in that mainly because the devil and Satan and hell, it just doesn't make sense. Uh, and I might be wrong. There might be a hell, and there might be a devil, and there might be a Satan. I just can't believe it. Uh, uh, yeah, I just don't believe it. So, I mean, I still believe in a personal God. I believe in heaven, and but I just don't believe in the hell and the Satan thing. I don't believe that anymore. I used to, and even when I did, I didn't think much of it. But yeah, and I think now that I've come to not believe in hell and Satan, um, I mean, it still doesn't stop me from believing in God. I just think um, what was written in that specific holy text may just be wrong, and I think it's my science side that's informing me of that. You know, that particular part of the holy text could simply just be wrong. So, and then once again, it could be right. That holy text could be right. I want to hop on for a free ride to the moon and Saturn. There you go. There's actually a movie already exploring. I think it's on Netflix. I need to watch it. I haven't watched it. It's called Stowaway. I don't know if any of you guys seen. If you type in Stowaway on YouTube, it's showing the trailer for Stowaway, and the premise is about these space astronauts. All of a sudden, something happens, and I'm not giving anything away. They show this in the trailer in the movie called Stowaway. These astronauts, something happens to their spacecraft, and they can't. They realize they may not have enough oxygen to make it to Mars, right? And then, and they show this also in the trailer in the movie Stowaway. They realize I think there's four of them in the spacecraft. I'm not for sure, but then they find out that they may only have enough oxygen for three people, and there's four of them there. And like I said, their spacecraft is trying to make it to Mars. And then I think the other thing they're growing on their spacecraft is food, or it looks like they're growing some kind of plants in their spacecraft. And um, once again, the movie's called Stowaway. It's about these astronauts trying to make it to Mars, and I believe it's on Netflix. And I think I'm gonna try and watch it. I think I'm gonna try and watch it soon. All aboard Tina's boarding pass, please. Cool. But yeah, once again, that movie's called Stowaway, and it's on Netflix. And I'm gonna try and watch it, and then maybe next when I do another live stream, especially another live stream that's called Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark live show, I'll talk about that movie. So I'm gonna try and watch it tomorrow. So, but yeah, I'm gonna try and watch that movie tomorrow, so then I can talk about it on my next live stream. And once again, that movie's called Stowaway, and it's about some astronauts that's trying to make it to Mars, and all of a sudden they have trouble with their oxygen on their spacecraft. A trip to the moon. That's funny you guys are talking about that because I know, I think the guy that makes Tesla, he's trying to come up with a civilian spacecraft. Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, I wish that. Yeah, if there wasn't the whole copyright thing. But you know what's funny? Uh, Maybe some platform will figure out a way to do that, where you could watch movies together and share popcorn, and then maybe talk about the movie afterwards. Particularly a science movie, that'd be cool. That'd be awesome. That would be pretty cool. First landed on the moon. Cool. We'll have pizza and soda. There you go. And also maybe kettle corn popcorn as well. Wow, I just realized I'll have to add on to my description what this live stream's about. I had a few extra things on this live stream that's not on my description for this live stream, so that's hilarious. That is pretty cool. I did put that that there'll be an open chat component, so that is in the description of this live stream. That is in the description. Live stream's so cool. Let's see what time it is. So far, I've gone 2 hours and 18 minutes on this live stream. Wow, the time is 1:47 in the morning. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. But before I wrap it up, I am going to go at the very beginning of and this is something I've been doing new. Well, this ain't new. I think the past 2 other live streams I've been doing this. What I do is I show up all the comments at the end of each live stream, especially since I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to start at the very beginning and then I'm going to work my way down. It's my way of thanking the channels for coming to the live stream. So here we go. And like I said, it's my way of thanking the channels for showing up. So let's do this. Like I said, it's my way of thanking the channels for coming to the. Whoops. Especially if someone watches this video all the way through, they'll get to see that I showed some love to their channels at the end of the video here. And then the other reason I'm doing it this way is so I don't have to pronounce the channel names, because I'm always afraid I'm going to pronounce somebody's channel name wrong. But I'm going to end up doing this at the end of each one of my live streams. So this live stream, this Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark live stream has been interesting because I didn't know I was going to touch. I didn't know one of the subjects I was going to touch on was. Well, actually, I touched on a few subjects. I talked about science and religion, and I didn't know I was going to touch about that on this live stream. So that's kind of cool. And that's the other cool thing about having an open chat on a live stream, is sometimes you never know where it's going to go. Especially on the Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark live show. You never know where it's going to take you. So that's pretty cool. But that's cool. It makes the live stream interesting for me. And hopefully it makes it interesting for my audience who comes across this live stream. I can still hear my woodwick candle. It's there in the background. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the woodwick candle, but it's one of the candles that has the sound of a crackling fireplace. So I can still, even though I'm right here, look how far away my woodwick candle is. I can still hear it crackling from here. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm showing off the earlier comments. And once again, the reason I'm doing this is I'm just really, anyone who's come into my live, I'm just really appreciative. And of course, whoever re-watches this live stream, if I click or if I show a channel here you haven't or you're not familiar with, please go check out that channel. And if you end up liking their content, please give them a like and subscribe. And then, yeah, if you like the channel's content, hit like and then subscribe. And then also hit that notification bell. And then that way, each time that new channel makes a YouTube video, you'll get to see their new content. Or you'll get a notification whenever they make a new video. But yeah, I'm going to try and do this at the end of all of my live streams, which is re-show these. Oops. And once again, it's to just show love back to these channels that have taken their time to stop by the live stream. So that's why I'm doing this. Hey man, I value people's time, man. They took their time. Snap, crackle, pop. That's pretty funny. Oh, night night to the chimes, like saying twinkle, 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 little stars. I have a lot to ask Daddy Lone, but I'm heading out. That's cool, Tina. I'm about to wrap up this live anyways. Yep, until next time. And then I'm going to leave it on this right here because I like that. I have a lot to ask Daddy Lone, but I'm heading out. So I'm going to wrap up my live stream here. So I want to thank you guys and gals for, oops, let me hold it like this. So I want to thank you guys and gals for hanging out with me here in the Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark live stream. I appreciate you guys and gals. Can't wait to see you in the next live stream, and I'll talk to you guys and gals later. Take care, everybody. Later, Gators. Later. Take care, everybody. Peace. And yeah, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for sharing with Daddy Lone Wolf Bushcraft. I appreciate it. Once again, my name is JR, aka Lone Wolf Bushcraft, and I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Take care, everybody. Peace. Later, Gators. Later. Take care, everybody. Peace. And once again, thanks for everyone that stopped by the live stream. I appreciate you guys. Take care, everybody. Later, Gators. Peace. Have a good evening. Oh, that's right. There's people different times. So have a good morning. Have a good afternoon. Have a good evening. And have a good night. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace. Take care of each other. Later, Gators. Take care, everybody.